Hello, welcome to the first installment of the Worldwide Center of Math video series on Indian math history. Given the sheer amount of mathematical innovators and innovation that have emerged from this country and region over thousands of years, this series will just be a brief taste of mathematics in India. Over the course of this series, we will cover the creation of India's numeral system, thousands of years of Indian mathematicians, and how their discoveries have impacted the world of mathematics. This installment of the series will discuss the creation and evolution of the Hindu numeral system and how it spread to common use in the Western world. A numeral system was born out of necessity during the Vedic period in India, when people became interested in astronomy and complex fire altars were beginning to be built. Sometime around the 3rd century BCE, the Brahmi numeral system was introduced. This number system had unique symbols for 1 through 9, as well as tens and hundreds, each with unique symbols. The origin of the numerals is unclear. Although the symbols for 1, 2, and 3 are fairly self-explanatory, the other symbols have an origin that can only be speculated upon. These numerals were in use up until the 4th century CE, when the Gupta Empire conquered much of the region. They had their own numeral system, which was aptly named the Gupta numeral system, and based it upon the Brahmi numeral system. The symbols used to indicate the ones digits began to more closely resemble the numerals we use today. Towards the end of the 6th century, two developments led to the Indian numeral system becoming more like the numeral system we use today. The first was the adoption of placeholders. This was necessary to distinguish numbers such as 404 and 44, numbers that without a placeholder would look the same. This placeholder was the precursor for the zero, but its only function was to distinguish numbers with identical digits such as 404 and 44. In part 2 of the series, we'll see how Indian mathematicians began to treat the placeholder like an integer. The second development of the 6th century was the creation of the Nagari numerals. These numerals look very similar to the ones we use today because they're the ones that the Western world adopted in the medieval times. Western Europe had been using Roman numerals for centuries until trade with India and the Arabian world introduced the Nagari numeral system to Europe. Mathematicians promptly adopted the system because it made arithmetic easier than the Roman numerals, and the rest of the world shortly adopted the numeral system. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the other videos of this series. Thank you.